Hey, how's it going, everybody? Sarasota Tim coming to you with another Social Security video and some very good news for all those collecting Social Security in 2025. Now, what I'm about to tell you is nothing coming from the Social Security Department, and it is of my opinion. But I'll guarantee you it is going to happen and happen starting on your next check, likely. Because what's happening is, let's say you got Social Security. And as you know, I have a lot of views on talking about Social Security. And I'm an advocate of getting Social Security at the very first possible age of 62 and applying for it 3 months before so that you get that check deposited into your bank account the very first hour you can possibly get it. Why? Because you will never see more money by waiting. I don't care how much more they promise you, unless you live to be over 80 years old. But that's of course if you wait and collect at full retirement age, which is if you're born after 1960, that would be the age of 67. My full retirement age is this year, 2025. At 66 and 8 months, I will be full retirement age. And that means that I could receive the highest amount had I waited from a few years ago when I started collecting at 62. I would get a few hundred more bucks, maybe five, maybe 700, who knows? But guess what? What good would it do when I've left over $100,000 sitting on the table, money uncollected, money that did not go into my checking account, money that I've used to pay my bills, to travel, to buy clothes, gas, food, everything to live a life. And I've supplemented it. You have to supplement it, because even if you wait and you get your Social Security later in life and you get these few $100 extra, do you really think that that's going to support you and give you a quality of life that most people expect, to have any kind of self-esteem, to be able to travel, go anywhere, buy any clothes? No. Social Security alone doesn't do squat, especially with the cost of rent or interest rates or other, car insurance, things that have all gone up because of the inflation that we've experienced. But that's what this video is about, because things are about to change and it's going to happen. You can take this to the bank. Okay, before I get into it, let me snort a little bit. I'm trying to clear my throat. It's freezing here in South Florida. Okay, get your Social Security at 62. Forget about the naysayers. Forget about the government telling you, wait. It's all a scam. If you collect your money at the first age and you start collecting it all your life, what about somebody that waits till they're 67 or 65 when they can get Medicare, and they make the excuse, oh, I got to wait because, I'm making a lot of money, or I don't have insurance. I won't have health insurance if I quit my job and I quit my insurance and I go on Social Security. I can't get Medicare till I'm 65. Oh my gosh, what do I do for 3 years? Well, here's what you do. You do you. But I'm going to tell you what I did. I said, forget it. First of all, I was self-employed my entire life pretty much. I never had, even when I worked for someone, because I was never there long enough, because I was fired or quit on my own or whatever in the 17 years I was in the car business. It's nothing but a revolving door. It's kind of like waiters and other occupations. They're here this month, and then you go back the next month at a car dealer, or the next time you want to buy one, that guy is no longer there. I mean, it's the way it is. It's a revolving door. So you have to be on a job long enough, for the probationary period, I think 90 days, whatever it is. So while I did have group insurance at a job, I think I took it out once. It was so expensive, I said, cancel that. I was young, we were healthy, and that was my choice. I wasn't getting Social Security or nothing, but I was losing my money by giving it to some insurance company that only paid for stuff that was major. We didn't have a major problem. Yeah, I know it's a chance, but look, we took an aspirin, and we got some NyQuil. That's about as sick as we ever got. I mean, if something major happened, I'm right down there to the emergency room. Fix me. I'll pay you when I can later. We'll work it out. Something. But anyway, that's another story. I'm getting off topic. So, oh my gosh, what do I do? I'm 62. If I quit my job, I won't have health insurance. Well, folks, you got a choice. You can either take the money, which you should do, or you could stay working and going through however many more years you want to put in there, and you're already way, way past the halfway point of your life, and you want to keep giving somebody, some employer, your life, just so you can have insurance that you may or may not even use. Now, if you're using it, you're a very sickly person, and you're still able to go to that job, then of course, you can't just quit something that's actually benefiting you greatly. But for most people that have these group insurance policies, they have them for an emergency if something happens. But when that time came for me to get my Social Security, that's it, baby. I cashed in. First of all, I was self-employed. I had no health insurance to cancel, and I've never had it, other than that time way back in the car business days for a few months. Other than that, my entire life, never, ever, until I became 65, and then you have to take it, one or the other, the free one or the one that cost you money. Guess which one I took? The free one. I'm never going to pay for no insurance. No way, no how. Just give me money. That's what I want. So at 62, I started drawing, and now I'm going to be full retirement age this year. I've drawn, $100,000 now. Money I've gotten by doing nothing but waiting for my checking account at midnight on a certain day of every month without fail, except early sometimes if it falls on a holiday, bonus. And I get this little grub stake each month to start before I make a little extra money doing some little side hustle. Now, my side hustle is YouTube. I have made a successful channel that pays me money. I get money to do this. But if I didn't have YouTube, I would be shoveling horse manure if I had to, or greeting people at Walmart, or passing out crackers like I did one time at a Publix grocery store, wearing a nice little bow tie and a vest, passing out smiles and crackers, meeting people. I had a great time. Or I'd be working at a golf course, getting free golf and handing people keys to a golf cart, or wiping off their clubs when they came in for a tip. I'd have been doing anything I wanted to do, but I would not be continuing to work 30, 40, 50, 60 hours a week at some prison job just to say I got insurance and to pay a lot of debt that you need to get out of, or to, just keep working and just giving your life away for 1 week or 2 weeks a year, if you've been there a long time, for a vacation or a weekend or whatever. I like freedom. I like nobody telling me what to do. I like retirement, baby. And I found out when I did the math that when I got my Social Security at 62, the money I've already collected today, to today's date, I would have to live way beyond the average age of an American male. The average age is 73 years old. And I get these people, bunch of hogwash, that tell you, oh no, if you're 65, you got a lock on 85. If you make it to 65, there's nothing in the world can take you out. You got a lock on 85 years old. Hogwash. Nobody's promised tomorrow. You could be hit by a bus. I could die today. But guess what? So many people wait to get their Social Security. And guess what? They never collect it. Or they get it at 67 and the next month they die, or the next year. And if they could come back to life, don't you think that they would say, if I knew I was out of here at 67 or 68, I'd have quit working at 62 or earlier if I could have, and started living a life for me, for you. You only get one go around, folks. One time. This is a one and done. It is a once. That's it. No redos, no do-overs. So live your life. And after you're 50, do you think you're going to live to be 100? No. So you're already way past your halfway point at 62. I'm talking, you're almost at the end of the line. You may have a decade left. And what's worse, if you go further, the aging process it starts taking on you from 62 on up is you're losing all your faculties, your gizzards, your attitude, your ability, your strength, your looks to do and want to go and do the things that you can do now at 62. I'm 66 and I'm still getting it because I'm trying to stay in shape. Some people have genetics. Other people at 50 years old, they're already looking like they're almost out of here. So nothing you can do about it. Genetics are genetics. But since nobody's promised tomorrow and you are going to exponentially age from 62 to 67 and from 67 on to 73, forget about it. And then from 73 on out, you're just around. You're not doing any. I don't want to say that blanket. There's Jack LaLanne's out there. There's people 80 cutting a rug, buddy. I mean, I'm talking getting it. But that isn't the masses. So when you know that you're not going to ever get any more money because you've got to live past 80 years old to ever surpass what you would get if you just take what they give you at 62. If you just do that, you're smart. If you wait and keep working and you're making some money, but you're shelling out money to go to that job for the car, for the gas, for the lunch, for the clothes, and the taxes you got to pay. I mean, is it really worth it when you can get a free check and a little side hustle doing what you want to do, 15 to 25 hours a week to make at least double what you're getting from your Social Security? That's a game changer. And you get all these hours and days a week off. Maybe you choose to work a graveyard. Maybe you choose just to do weekends. Maybe you choose to do something from 6 in the morning because you're an early bird and you hit the ground running and you're out of there by 10 or 11 and you get the rest of the day. There's all kinds of ways. Maybe you're an entrepreneur like me and you figure out a little side hustle to do that's working for yourself. Then you're not even limited to your income because it's about your adjusted gross income, your AGI, when you're self-employed. You can make a lot more if you've got deductions. So folks, there's no way you can convince me and most everybody you see in my comments on my Social Security videos that have taken their Social Security at 62 and never, ever regretted it. So when you read comments or you hear about people, you see, as a matter of fact, there's more YouTube videos out now on YouTube promoting what I'm saying than when I first started making these videos. There wasn't that many, and I got some pushback. And who was it from? Those financial advisors that want you to keep investing your money with them. Because how do they make money? By you listening to them and making money, and them investing your money, and you keep working. All right? So it's real simple. You don't need anybody. This is a common sense country now, folks. Use your common sense. Don't let anybody confuse you. Now listen, that's what's bringing me into this video. How are you going to get more Social Security money in 2025 and maybe on your next deposit? I'm going to tell you right now. You tell me the difference between me giving you $100, or let's make it simple. Let's make it $50. What's the difference between me giving you $50 more on your Social Security check next month or you saving $50 on your utilities, your fuel, your food, your rent, your interest rates, your car insurance, or whatever? Now let's talk about that because that's what Donald Trump is going to do. You are going to see. Don't listen to the media. Don't listen to those people that say he doesn't have the power. Don't listen to anybody that say that he can't make everybody fall in line. Don't listen to people that tell you that he can't tell the Fed Chairman Jerome Powell to drop those rates and listen to him. Don't tell me that he can't tell the mayor of LA that you can forget your permit and waiting a week. Let those people on their property now to start cleaning up and getting their stuff. Why drag your feet? Don't tell me that this leader we got for the first time in our lives, even more than he did in 2016, can't get it done. It's getting done. And it's got done a lot of stuff day one, hour one. So don't think for a second that you're not going to see a reduction in your monthly cost, and not just one area, but all those categories I mentioned. You're going to see everything come down. If fuel costs come down considerably, that's the savings to you. But what does that do for these businesses out here that are charging a lot of money for groceries? They blame it on what it costs to get the food to the store on the trucks. So if the fuel is less expensive for them, what's their excuse for keeping these high prices? So now you've got food, your own fuel cost, and now other things, your utilities. That's all based on fuel. Clothing, everything is fuel to get products to places and to make products through petroleum. And we start drill, baby, drill. And when those OPEC people out there find out that we're about ready to dig up our own gas and oil, they're going to like, hey, wait a minute. Hey, how about buying ours for a little less money? We'll make you a deal. And that's going to be passed on to you. And that's going to start happening now. We have reached the end, folks. It is now over. It is over. The fat lady has sung. President Trump is going to get things done. He's doing it now. And so you, without a single dime from COLA, cost of living adjustment, of that measly 2.1 or 9%, that ridiculous insult to our intelligence, that costs haven't gone up 4 times that they're going to give us that. So Donald Trump says you're going to get it through the reduction in cost to live in this country. What about how he's in Vegas today, telling those waiters and waitresses, no more tax on tips. All your money is kept. Think about how much money they're going to be making. They're not even on Social Security. So you don't even have to be on Social Security. Everyone's going to have more money in their pocket because it's going to go back. Now, it's going to go back. I don't know if it's going to go down to what it was pre-pandemic, but it's going to come down. Interest rates are going to drop. People are going to start buying houses. The way to stimulate an economy is for people to start buying things and everybody passing the money from your hand to their hand and doing it frequently. And so Donald Trump is smart. Donald Trump is putting more money into your checking account starting on your next check. You watch. I think today, tomorrow, we're already seeing gas prices coming down. OPEC and everybody's going to start dropping. And certainly this year, you can expect a lot more money, your Social Security, to go a lot further before we even get our next COLA increase. And maybe, and just maybe, at the end of the year, he will change that and start talking more about the seniors in our country that have paid their dues, that have paid in the taxes, that are getting their money. I call it free money, but it's our money that we paid in. And maybe he's going to do something as he's doing for hurricane people, victims, fire victims, and everybody else that he cares about in this country. There's nothing he's not aware of. And there's nothing that he's just lip service and talking. He's doing it all. Take this video to the bank. You're going to have more money in your pocket. Get excited. Start crushing it.